The sun poured its golden warmth upon the kingdom of Congo, a land of rolling hills and fertile valleys, the air alive with the music of birdsong, the scent of blooming hibiscus and frangipani blossoms, a sweet perfume on the breeze, the laughter of children playing near the clear streams, their voices echoing the joy of this harmonious realm. The elders, wise with the stories of generations, sat under the shade of ancient baobab trees. Their faces, etched with the passage of time, held a deep serenity. The Kingdom of Congo, a tapestry woven with threads of tradition, strength, and unwavering unity. The heart of Congo beat strong in its people. They lived in harmony with the land, respecting its bounty and drawing strength from its ancient spirit. Theirs was a world where kinship ran deep, where every soul was connected by invisible threads of shared heritage and destiny. The rhythm of drums echoed through the villages, calling them together in celebration and in times of need. The people of Congo were as one, their spirits intertwined like the roots of the mighty trees that graced their land. In a village nestled at the foot of a lush green hill lived a young man named Kima. His eyes, bright with intelligence and curiosity, observed the world with an insatiable thirst for knowledge. He listened intently to the elders' tales, his heart stirred by their accounts of their ancestors' bravery. He yearned to venture beyond the familiar paths, to explore the world that lay shrouded in mystery beyond the horizon. Kima possessed a spirit that yearned for more than the ordinary. He would spend hours gazing at the maps drawn by traders who visited from distant lands. He would trace the lines with his fingers, his mind painting vivid pictures of faraway cities and uncharted territories. He dreamt of sailing the vast ocean, of encountering different cultures, of bringing back tales that would captivate his people for generations to come. His curiosity was a flame, burning bright and illuminating the path towards a destiny far greater than he could have ever imagined. One day, the tranquility of the Congo kingdom was shattered. The news spread like wildfire, carried by the wind that whispered of strange vessels approaching their shores. Fear gripped the hearts of the villagers. They had heard whispers of pale-skinned men from across the sea, men who brought with them tales of both wonder and destruction. The villagers gathered on the shore, their eyes, wide with apprehension, watched as the ships drew closer. The vessels, unlike anything they had ever seen before, seemed to blot out the sun. Their sails, billowing in the wind, looked like the wings of giant predatory birds. An unsettling silence hung in the air, broken only by the crashing of the waves against the shore. The arrival of these strangers from a distant land cast a long shadow over the hearts of the Congo people. Their arrival heralded a period of uncertainty and change. Kima, driven by his innate curiosity, pushed his way to the front of the crowd. His heart pounded in his chest, a mixture of fear and fascination coursing through his veins. He watched as a small boat detached itself from the larger vessel. It glided towards the shore, manned by men clad in shining armor. Their faces, weathered and hardened by the sea, were unreadable. The leader of the strangers stepped forward. He spoke in a language unknown to Kima. His voice, smooth and oily, sent shivers down Kima's spine. Despite not understanding the words, Kima sensed a hidden agenda beneath the stranger's honeyed words. He watched as the leader offered gifts of glittering trinkets. He saw the glint of greed in the eyes of some villagers. But Kima felt a growing unease. He saw beyond the facade, recognizing the sharp edges of a serpent's tongue concealed behind the alluring facade. Section 5. The Whispers of Ancestors. That night, as the moon bathed the land in its silvery light, Kima couldn't shake off the feeling of dread that had settled over him. He sought solace in the company of the village elder, a wise woman named Mama Zola, her face etched with the wisdom of 1,000 moons. Mama Zola, the keeper of their history, the voice of their ancestors. Mama Zola, Kima began, his voice trembling with a fear he couldn't quite comprehend. What do these strangers want from our land? Mama Zola looked at him. Her eyes, ancient and wise, seemed to pierce through him, seeing into the depths of his soul. She spoke of ancient prophecies, of warnings whispered from generation to generation, of men who came bearing gifts, gifts that masked their true intentions, men who craved not friendship, but dominion. Section 6. The Song of Resistance. Kima's blood ran cold. He knew with unwavering certainty that his ancestors had spoken through Mamazola's words. He realized the danger that lurked beneath the surface, the threat these outsiders posed to their very way of life. He knew he had to act, he had to warn his people, he had to protect his kingdom. Kima's spirit, ignited by a newfound sense of purpose, would not be silenced. He traveled from village to village. He shared the stories passed down by his ancestors. He spoke of the importance of unity, of the need to resist the allure of false promises. His words, passionate and heartfelt, resonated through the hearts of his people. They saw in him the spirit of their forefathers, the courage of their ancestors, the strength of their kingdom. Section 7. The Reddened River. The clash was inevitable. The Portuguese, their greed growing with each passing day, made their intentions clear. They demanded submission. They demanded control of the Congo's resources. They demanded that the Congo people bow before them. The Congo people, their spirits ignited by Kima's unwavering resolve, refused to yield. The air filled with the clang of metal against metal, the clash of spear against sword. The once peaceful river, reflecting the azure sky, now ran crimson. The battle raged. The earth trembled beneath the warriors' feet. Women fought alongside men, their voices raised in fierce cries. Children, their eyes wide with terror, assisted in any way they could. Section 8. Echoes of Valor. Kima, his heart heavy with the weight of his responsibility, fought with the ferocity of a lion protecting its pride. He had become a beacon of hope, his courage a source of strength for his people. He urged them forward, even as the air filled with the cries of the fallen. The battle raged for what felt like an eternity, the sun a silent observer to the unfolding tragedy. The air grew thick with the smell of blood and gunpowder. The ground littered with the bodies of the fallen, both Congo and Portuguese. Yet, through it all, the spirit of the Congo people remained unbroken. Their chants of defiance echoed through the valleys, a testament to their unwavering spirit. Section 9. Guardians of the Flame. Finally, as the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the ravaged battlefield, the Portuguese forces faltered. They had underestimated the strength and the resilience of the people they sought to subdue. Weakened and demoralized, they retreated, leaving behind the smouldering remnants of their ambition. Victory came at a heavy price. The land bore the scars of conflict. Many brave souls lay still, their spirits returned to the earth. Yet amidst the grief and the devastation, the spirit of the Congo people remained unbroken. They had defended their land, they had protected their heritage. Section 10. Congo Forever. Kima, his body weary but his spirit soaring, surveyed the scene. He knew that their victory was but a reprieve. The threat remained. The world beyond their borders held dangers they could only imagine, but he also knew that his people, forged in the fires of this conflict, were ready. He would spend the rest of his days preparing them. He would share the stories of their ancestors, ensuring their courage lived on. He would remind them of the importance of unity, of vigilance, of preserving their cultural heritage. For Kima knew that the true victory lay not just in defending their land, but in safeguarding their spirit, the spirit of Congo, a spirit that would never be extinguished.